Hey everybody, it's Lee. I shouldn't have hit the live button. I'll be right back. I gotta go get socks because I got the window open and my feet are cold. I'll be right back. Somebody got animals in here? I hear like a mouse.
That bird.
What are you doing? Sierra, I'm alive. Just so you know.
Why is he watching the bird?
Oh, my toes are cold. Where is everybody today? I hope you're out preparing and getting prepped. That's what we're doing. Chris had to go to work. But I just found a really yummy recipe, so I just printed that
No,
out.
he just walked out.
Nobody's even watching yet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Sierra. But look at this recipe I just found, Sierra. Tell me if you think you would eat this. Hold on. One moment.
Freezing.
You think so? You're shutting the door? You're shutting the window?
Yeah.
Okay, come look at this chicken that I just looked at. Come around, because I don't
see it.
Okay, hold on. It looks so good. Over white rice, mind you. Hold on. Because I have to start eating more meats, less carby stuff, which we all should. Okay, I'll go to the very bottom. See that chicken?
It looks.
Without the onion pieces in there.
It looks okay.
Over some white rice. Oh, yeah.
I like orange.
I've never made orange. Hey, Sassy Cat.
Size up the orange.
Oh, I got that thawing out right now to make that. I thought you meant like the Chinese orange chicken. Oh, well, that's what we're having. I have it all thought out. Hey, nobody's here, Sassy Cat. I'm hoping everybody's out there prepping, getting stocked up. Chris had to work today. First Saturday in a long time since winter started. So when they asked him, he was like, oh, yeah. So he's been missing a lot of work compared to usual because he's had to go for denture appointments and things like that. And the winter just... So, yeah, he jumped at the chance today and it was good. So when he gets home, he made himself and Todd a haircut appointment at 3:00. Hope he's out by then. And then we are going to go get some water at BJ's and some batteries I want to stock up on. So, because I went, hi, Ginger, Ninja. And so I went and did a little, where is it? I went downstairs and did a little stocking up research to see what I had for certain things. And I realized when I bought D batteries last time and I went and put them down in my battery drawer, I had no AAAs. So we're getting some AAAs, some more D batteries. And I priced them everywhere. And BJ's has the best prices for them. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to get about 20 cases of water, if not more. It's going to be like Tetris downstairs trying to put them all the waters and fit them. Hey, Joe. I do have to get down there, move stuff around. And I'm trying to start getting rid of things, which I kind of went into a lull this week. I was off to a good start the week before last, and then I kind of bottomed out. So I got to get back into that. Yeah, and I was going to order because LDS has flour back in stock and all that. And then I went downstairs and I looked, and I have so much flour and sugar in number 10 cans, and the flour only lasts 10 years. So I may get one case. I don't know because I still have a lot of flour that I vac sealed. I have hundreds and hundreds of pounds of sugar. So I might wait a little bit on that and focus on the water, the batteries. We did a stock on our light bulbs because a light bulb went out over the shower. And so I'm like, all right, Chris, you go change the light bulb. And then he went down and he took stock of our light bulbs. Hey, Shift Kicker, when will he? Well, he's waiting for them to call him because his last fitting the other day, last week or the week before, they said it was the final one. His gums, everything healed really well. He didn't need to do too many fittings. So he's just waiting for that phone call. And then he told me I'm cooking him steaks for like a month straight. He wants a steak every night. So that'll be good because I can get some of these steaks that he wanted out of the freezer and rotate them through. I did go down and see my freezers. I have a lot of empty space. I went overboard and bought these huge bags for Sierra of frozen fruit. I have to stop doing that because when she was into the Outshine fruit bars, I went crazy and I bought boxes and then she doesn't eat them now. So I did the same thing with these huge bags of frozen fruit. And now I got 3 honking big bags downstairs that she's just not eating. And that could be put to better use, that space. I did the same thing with chicken wings, party wings. I bought a ton. And we don't eat party wings all that much. So I'm trying to eat those up. I got a bag out and a bag of chicken thighs out. That I think what happened when we were doing the organization and the video of the freezers, it looks like one of the bags started getting air in it. So I took those out and I'm going to cook those tonight. I have to go. I've been trying today to go down the list of all my favorite channels and watch their videos, but I have such a long list. So I got to the middle. I got to like H's. So I got to go. I know Shift Kicker did a live, didn't she? At night, I'm just useless and I'm on the couch. And yesterday I kicked off on the couch pretty early. I was just tired. And I took out, I thought it was a rack of ribs. That's what I thought when I bought them. And when I opened the package, they were these long strips. There was 4 or 5 of them. Pork back strips. Hardly any meat on them. Hardly any meat. I couldn't believe it. I still cooked them. I did it 2 ways. I did oven like I normally do, and then I threw some in my Instant Pot, and it was just awful. I didn't even do a video because I was so tired yesterday, and I just wanted to get them done. Good thing I had cooked hot dogs in the middle of the day, and we had plenty for leftovers because after I pulled the pork off of them, there was a small little bowl of meat. The rest was just fat. I don't know what possessed me. I thought it was regular rack of ribs now, but it was okay. We had plenty of leftovers. I had made teriyaki chicken and rice in the Instant Pot. And that was in there. Oh, I wonder if I did a video on that. One moment, please. Because that was my first time really using the Instant Pot for making an actual meal. I've done baked potato. I think I did baked potatoes in there. I can't remember. I've made like mashed potatoes in there and individual things, but I don't think I ever made like a whole meal. I have to admit, when the Instant Pots came out, I got on the bandwagon and I have 3 different sizes and I never use them. Never use them. I was doing rice and it didn't come out the way I wanted to. Then I found out that cooking it on the stove in my rice pot came out better. And I wasn't always turning it down to low like I should have. I was keeping it 3 or 4 and it seemed like it was too mushy. So I started following another person's advice and putting it way down to low when I have to cover it. And it's perfect now every time. What are you guys all up to? Hey, our treasured home. I was just sitting here. I just took a shower and then I'm sitting here watching videos. And then I'm like, well, you know what? I have some free time. Let me do a live. When Chris gets home, we have to leave because him and Todd are getting a haircut. And then we're going to go to BJ's and get the water and stuff. I looked online to order it online. And I've never ordered it for pickup. But I want to do that when Chris isn't working. So in case I choose a time and then he ends up staying at work later, I would miss my pickup time. So I don't want to do that. Yeah, Shift. I got to start using my Instant Pot more. I did do teriyaki chicken the other night, and that came out pretty good. Didn't realize how yummy the chicken was going to come out, and Chris could actually chew it. And I used one of those Instant Pot packets because I had bought some when I first got my Instant Pot, and they're a couple years old now. So I'm trying to use up stuff that I've had that I was all excited about, and I took out for recipes, and I bought for recipes, and then I never made. So I'm trying to clean it out. But yeah, we were just talking last night, me and Chris. We just started. We finished The Walking Dead, and we just started Fear the Walking Dead. And we were just talking last night. We were, I was telling him about things I found online and that I heard about, and I watched people's videos, and that subject came up, and so he was talking to me about some of the people at work and how there's a couple guys, I guess, that he talks to at work, and they talk about the current events that are going on too. And a few of his coworkers, which sound like they step up, they prep to get things together, which is really a good thing. So we just started, we need, let's get some more water. Let's get some more batteries. We're going to concentrate on really needed items, the water, the batteries. We're going to concentrate on more Coleman canisters. We haven't used any of the ones we have, but it's always good to have more. Practical things. This whole process, the last couple of years, has taught me all the things that I've stocked up food related, what we go through and what we don't. So I'm trying to use up the things we don't so that they're not expired too far, and focus more on the things we do. I noticed that my beef broth in the cans, I have not even a case of those left, but I have a lot of the chicken one. So I have tons of tuna fish, tons of canned chicken, and we don't eat it a lot. So these last couple of years made me see what our habits are. So that's what I'm focusing on this year, is to just focus on what we use. Because I'm one of those that when all this first started and I started learning, I went and got things that we weren't going to use that much. Because I wanted to try them. And like the diced potatoes in the can, I never had tried them before, and I tried them this past year and I really liked them. So I'm going to get more of those. But also focus too on my long-term storage as well. So I was checking out what I had for the number 10 cans from LDS, and I thought I didn't have much flour, but I have a lot of flour, and it only lasts 10 years, it says on their site. So I don't really want to get more of that right now. Maybe one case of 6 cans, but no more than that. Because I have to go through, I haven't even touched any of them in there. I think I opened one for a video once, but I still have tons of flour that I vac sealed. So, and I'm really taking stock now of what I can get for a really good price, like the LDS cannery, the flour and stuff, compared to what I would spend on packaging it myself and all that, and the shelf life of it if I packaged it myself. I like to have it different ways, but stuff that I don't touch as often. So I did check on, but the prices there have gone up. The shipping is good for a case of something. It's only $3 shipping. So it's not bad shipping. So I'll probably do that and probably in March. Around here, March is our frozen food month. And I've been noticing lately, like the last couple sales around here at our grocery stores, they're limiting. We had a grand opening sale in there at one store, a grand reopening, and limit 2 packages of this, 2 packages of that. 99 cents a pound for boneless, no, bone-in chicken thighs, which I love those, which I have some thawing out. But what are you guys all doing lately? Or anything new that you guys have been doing as far as stocking up that I may have not have mentioned? Because I learned a lot from you guys, and I went through all my stuff. I have tons and tons and tons of boxes of matches, the big boxes, the matchsticks. I have waterproof matches. I'm going over in my mind what's gone here on here, like the few times we lost power. We talked about maybe getting a couple more gas cans and fueling up some more, getting some more gas cans, but all ours are full. We have 30 of them, about, or give or take, but I think it's a little more than 30 of gas cans, and they're all full. I don't have a favorite bread recipe, Shift Kicker, because I don't do much breads. I have a folder full of all these roll recipes I want to try, and I haven't. Because when I went to Walmart not too long ago, they had those French breadsticks that I really like Olive Gardens. And so I stocked my freezer full of them. So I haven't been making much bread. I did a few bread recipes because I want to see if I could do it. That's all. It's not one of my favorite things to do. Lately, all my favorite things to do is just sitting around watching TV. I've been in a rut. Hey, Mountaineer Mama. I just been getting tired, and I've been just sitting around watching TV, watching recipe videos too. Hey, Free Hanley, that was a great live. I love sitting there listening to you. I find a lot of new channels every time I go into your live streams. I do. I go find a lot of great channels. I know I said I was going out, but I'm still waiting for Chris to get home, Free Hanley. At the time you were on, I had warmed up 3 hot dogs from yesterday, and I was munching on, it was breakfast time. It was like 10 o'clock here, and I'm munching on hot dogs. I've been just tired this past week, so I've been letting myself rest. Little things here and there, but nothing major. I'm just waiting for Chris to get home, and I got a letter from Sierra's because she was out Friday. She woke up. She felt like she had the flu. Her whole body hurt her. She felt a little better Saturday. She's still feeling, but she's already lost credits, a quarter credit loss in each class. But there's nothing we can do about it. We cannot. She's getting this stuff from school, so I could care less. I could care less. Let them come at me. You know, I'm not going to force my child to go to school when she's feeling like crap and she can barely move and her whole body hurts. And she's not the only one. All these kids are sick. Otherwise, she wouldn't be getting sick. They're going to school sick. And she has gone to school with stuffy heads and stuff. But Friday, she just could barely move her body. And what was it, last week? She was complaining of right down her shins, like all the way right here down that shin bone on both feet, both legs were hurting her, but at the same time. So I don't know what it was, but she had just started this semester with gym class. So maybe it's just, she didn't have gym the first semester. So I'm thinking her body just wasn't used to it. She wasn't used to wearing sneakers to school because she was always wearing her slides and stuff like that. So now she has to wear sneakers every day because I guess she has gym every day. I'm busy feeding my spoiled mother. She knows I have very. Oh, you know what, Mountaineer Mama? I was thinking the same thing. I accomplish more when I putter around and I do a few things here and there. I do. I do. Yeah, but I can't take her to the doctors every single time she wakes up like she did Friday. I can't. And one of it was the whole vid thing where she was out for a week. But I can't. It's hour-long waits here at the doctor's if you can even get in. Because when last time she wasn't feeling good, I called on a Wednesday. They couldn't even see her till the following Wednesday, and they said go to the urgent care. And it was a 3 to 4 hour wait at the urgent care. So, and just to know that it's a cold or whatever, she's got to just go through it, you know. I just found out they opened up another urgent care, so hopefully things will be less of a stressful time to wait. But it's just what everybody's going through. That's all it is. It's everybody's catching everybody's shit. And I'm not going to run to the doctor every single time. The copays alone would kill me. Not to mention all the money I spend on meds anyway. No. They're going to have to deal with it because it's not just my child that's going through it. And if they can't go and look at the whole student population and see that it's everyone and they work around that and make changes to their attendance policy, that's on them. That's on them. Because when you got out of 100 kids in one class and you've got 60 of them out that much, then that tells you there's a problem with whatever's going around. It's not just these kids staying out of school willy-nilly just to stay home, because Sierra never does that. She doesn't want to stay home just for nothing. Yeah, no. She's my sickly child, like I was, always catching colds, always catching everything. That's how I was. Still am now. My boys, not so much. Casey, a little bit. Todd and Gregory, never. They're like Chris, they never get sick. But I honestly don't give a shit. What are they going to do? Keep her back? Oh, well. Oh, well. Keep her back then. She may not like it, but oh, well. Then she'll maybe want to switch to homeschooling like Todd at that point. It's much easier and much better. Todd's doing wonderful A's and B's. He gets up and he can sleep in till 8 o'clock because his classes don't start till 9. He likes it. I like it. I wouldn't get up at 5 o'clock at all if I didn't have to. And the only reason I do is so that I have between 5 and 6 to get myself up, awake, ready. And then I wake her up at 6 and I stay up until she gets on the bus. And some days when it's really crazy, I go back to bed. But lately, no, because then I'll sleep till 10 or 11 and my day's half gone. So I try not to do that. And it comes in spurts. Hey, Ark Wildman. Okay, we need to get Forrest Whitaker out. So let's get him out. All right. How do you do the homeschool thing? Yeah, freehandly. Todd does TECA, TECCA, and it's public school just from home. So he'll get a dashboard. He'll have his own planner. And he goes in every morning and he signs in and he has to sign into morning announcements and they do his attendance from that. And I also go in every day, and I have an attendance box where it says attendance, and I plug in the hours. I keep track. I write down when he starts and stops every day. And I put in the amount of hours. And he has a planner, and it shows the day, and you can look at it by week or by month. And every day shows you what classes and what time he has. And the main classes are live lessons, and he'll sign in, and he'll see or hear the teacher, and he can keep his camera off as long as she knows that he's there. And he listens, and everything that he has to submit is right there under the tabs in that class, and portfolios that he has to do, his regular work, his tests. The only thing, the MCAS test will have to be done in person, and I'll have to go somewhere for that. But I told him I don't leave much, so maybe we'll go to a local library. Sometimes they'll go to your local library for the MCAS. I don't pay for any of that. They even sent a laptop. He has his computer system, but I wanted him to have a separate laptop so that all his school stuff's just saved on that and not on his regular one, because he has his own personal stuff on the regular. So he has his laptop open, and he uses his big screen on his computer. It's worked out wonderful. A's, B's. He even has gym this semester, and he has art gym this semester. Yeah. TECA is all over the United States. TECA has one in every state. And if they don't have your state listed, then you go under just TECA. But it's a public school. You get all the holidays off. He even had more than Sierra had for days off. Like in between semesters, he had a couple days off. He went in and did extra work or makeup work, but he didn't have any makeup work. But he could go in to just get extra help or sit in on his teacher's other lessons. And his homeroom teacher calls every 2 weeks, and we talk, and he talks to them, to Todd. It's great. It's great. I wish I had done it before. It's perfect for him. He didn't like being in class with all those kids. A lot of the disruptions and his IEP. He has IEP, so he has special IEP classes through here. Same way, one-on-one with his teacher, webcamming. Yeah, it's great. It's great. And he got the same thing with yearbook. Like, we could submit a picture in for his yearbook, and it's the same thing. You'll get a yearbook. They have student council activities. They have fundraisers. They have yearbook organizers. Everything you have it's same as public school. I love it. Yeah, Todd has IEP too. He's had it since he was a baby, since he was in first couple grades when he was little. Yep. They work with you on that. You get paid. You get everything. I just had in November a meeting with all his teachers at one of our IEP check-in meetings to set up his yearly stuff, and I get a copy of everything emailed to me, and I DocuSign it, and then I get a paper copy mailed to me. It's been awesome. Awesome. And I know all his teachers, and we're all face to face on the video chat group and all that. I think Lake Ferry is the one that talked to me about it originally, and I didn't do anything with it. And then I signed up. I was on a waiting list for the last half of last year, and he got accepted. They both got accepted to start this past fall for the new year, but Sierra wanted to stay in school. I found out about it through their school. They said that they had worked with TECA, and they gave me the link to it all, and I called. That was a waiting list, because I remember I signed up last year. It was so last September was his first time with it. And I had signed up, God, when he was still in 8th grade. And it was a wait. It was a wait. when he first signed up for when he first started 8th grade, I started the process. And I had to submit like my, my address, my utility bill, and all that to prove where we lived. And that was, and then you just have to submit their immunizations like you do at the school anyway. Connections Academy. It's called TECCA, TECCA, Connections Academy. And they go through Pearson Learning Curriculum, which is what a lot of the colleges and the schools go through. They just changed. It used to be called Pearson Academy, but they just Connections Academy. Let me see if I can, hold on. One moment, please. A tuition-free online public school. So I'm going to give you the link in the chat. You would have to look, you'd have to really look at it. It's just so awesome. And they provide like if you need the computer. I didn't need it right away, but then when I was trying to help Todd and learn how this all worked, I just thought having all his things that he saved mixed in with his personal stuff, it was too much for me to figure out, to find when he needed to upload it, to submit it. He's just fine. I needed to back off him and leave him alone because I was making things worse. I was hovering. He adapted to it so well. They're so tech savvy, these two, and I'm not. So I was worrying for nothing about all this. He's adapted to it. Excellent. Yeah, it's only showing Massachusetts. You get the phone number because that's the link. I would go under the FAQs or this is Massachusetts one. That's why, because that's what I deal with. But if you go under like, let me see, hold on. That was because that's my link. So TECCA Online Montana. Okay, so go to connectionsacademy.com. I'll put that link. One moment, please. I'm going to put the other link. And then it will say find your school. So go down to find your school and it will give you elementary, middle, and high school. So I'll click on middle. And it's by Pearson. So you'd enter your zip code. And then I don't know what Montana's zip code is. Let me see. I'm just going to pick one, 59901. That's just one I'm going to pick for Montana. There's not currently a Connections Academy in your state. However, we can still help through Pearson Online Academy. So if you go to Pearson Online Academy, because some of them don't have their own school, but Pearson is still the one you would go through. So I would check that because it's the same thing. Public school, they just don't work with any of the schools there. That's all. Oh, there you go. Shift Kicker did it. She's so fast. Hey, Moonlight. I'm telling you, really take a look at it because it's helped a lot. And I thank Lake Fairy for that because she told me about it and I kind of didn't do nothing with the information. I didn't jump on it. I didn't even look at it. And then when Todd started saying the school over there was just awful, they were picking on him over things on the school bus. And he just needed that one-to-one more than Sierra did. And I signed them both up just because she was interested in it at first. And then she's a social butterfly. So she changed her mind. But I wish Sierra would go to this, but I understand where she's coming from. She wants to hang out with her friends at lunch and she wants to have some interaction. So it's, you need to call them because I thought the same thing, but they have financial grants and things like that that you may fit into. And with it being public, that might be the private part, but there's a public one too. You really need to call them. I had to make calls too to find out where I stood and what I could do. Um, but if it's a public school one, it would be free. And all they do is transfer his records over to the online. And Pearson is what every school system uses anyway, even the colleges. It would be worth a phone call. They were very helpful when I called. The lady I talked to at Pearson, at Teka, she actually, for 30 years before coming here, worked as the head lady in an actual school in the office. She was the head person that ran the whole office in the school. Yeah. So she knew about how the funding worked, like taught in school being in, say, okay, so Sierra being in the school she's in, the state pays like 4,000 or something a year to the school for her to be there. So that's why they don't always want you to pull your kid out of school, because then they lose that funding for that child. So she was telling me that they have to now turn around and send all that paperwork and that money they get over to Teka to, because that's where your child is enrolled, and they don't like doing that most places, but it's your right to do it. So, oh yeah, she knew how it was all working. Trust me. Yeah, wow. Okay. Well, I would still call because there's always information you can get that they don't tell you online. Because they didn't really talk too much about the computers being sent to the kids online until somebody in the when I signed them up, they didn't talk about how you can get like Libre, Libre. It's another form of Microsoft Word where you don't have to buy the whole Microsoft package. And everything on this that Todd used, they try to find free versions of things. It's great. I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad. And I think Todd is too, because he could sleep literally till 8:45, 8:50 in the morning, wake up, go click on and sign in, and you don't even have to attend the live lessons because everything's recorded for you. So like the other day, he had an orthodontics appointment and he had to leave with me. So it if it was in one of the live lessons, he could just go back to it later and email. And the teachers are awesome. They're always email available, even phone available. I'm emailing back and forth. I have, because as a parent, I have my own part of the portal and I can go in and monitor what I check everything before he sends it in. Or when, and I have to mark things complete. When he submits his things, I have to go in and mark it complete before it counts. So I can check everything. You can see all the test scores come back. Everything comes back, and you have your own webmail in there. It's just awesome. But it would be worth checking. Too bad you guys couldn't move. But Montana is beautiful. It's where everybody wants to go, so you're lucky you have that. And he's only going to be little once. You could homeschool him yourself. There's IXL is the one that they all used last year at Teka. And it's an online curriculum that you pay like $20 a month for. And it has all the subjects. because I was checking that out too when I was going to just do homeschool and I was going to try to teach Todd. I'm like, oh, but yeah, iExcel. There's so much free curriculum you can get. And Facebook around here, there are so many groups for homeschoolers, and they like you can meet up with fellow homeschoolers and do field trips and things like that to the local museums. They tell you how to sign up and how to set up and the best ways to do your application. It's like a resume, but it's basically what you're going to teach and what items your kids are going to use. And they taught me how to create that so that I can submit it to the school and it could get approved for him to be homeschooled or whatnot. But I didn't end up going that route. I just chose the public school, and they don't, this place doesn't teach you those things you don't want your kids to learn. Because I look at everything, the civics, the world history. They don't even have really civics, world history, biology, algebra. He's taken Spanish, English. And it's all stuff that they should be learning, not this crap they're trying to push in school. Yeah, if you really want to do it, you can. You just have to put the effort into looking into it. Look at some Facebook groups for homeschooling or public school at home, and read stuff there. That's what I had to do. But Lake Ferry is the one that put that into my head about this company. And I'm glad she did. Because her daughter, Allie, is in high school. She's like a year or two older than the twins. And she was already doing psychology classes. Something like that. I don't want to be wrong, but I remember her saying something about psychology stuff. Yep. Because it goes on. I know with Todd's, you get all the work listed for the year. The whole year is all listed there, but you can't jump ahead unless you finished what they're doing at the moment. But you can go in and look at it all. You just can't submit the work. So you can go ahead and look at everything coming up for the whole year to know what you're going to be learning and having to turn in, and you can prepare yourself. You just can't do it until it doesn't let you jump ahead until you finished the items that you're supposed to. You could, but you work now, so homeschooling would be a little difficult, but you could always manage it. There are people that homeschool and they homeschool at night because it's at your pace. I just like this because I can't help him with half his work. I can't do algebra. I can't do any of these things. I can't. I'm just so grateful I found it. It was just awesome. It's just awesome. And he likes it too, because you can start and stop. You can, they have different schedules you can create, and they help you with your jobs as a parent, as a coach. And there was so much videos and information I could. Oh, you don't like your job? That's why I don't go back. I've seen it. I've worked it. I've been in I've been in the billing field. I've been in the office field. I've been in the authorizations and working with women in the office. And I've been in the mental health. I've been in the ARC, which is people with handicaps. I've done it. And I see how people are, the people you work for, and the people you work with. And that was before being in all these lockdowns and the way people are now. And it was awful. And I didn't think we'd make it if I wasn't working, and we're making it just fine. So don't be afraid to be one of those people that makes a change that you are been afraid of making. Because I never thought I'd be staying at home. I just knocked out the head of my cigarette. But I've learned so much about food preservation and how to make it living frugally that we are doing just fine. Fine. We're not rich at all, and we'd be screwed if our roof got ripped off today, but we're working on it. Yeah, I know. That's why Todd didn't want to be there. Bye, shift. That's why Todd didn't want to be there. He dropped his bowl of Cheerios one day when he was younger on the bus and it fell open and he got picked on for that. And then once you get picked on once, you're the target. So kids that he was friends with in Sierra and they would come here and play, they grew up, turned into little a-holes and started they found their little groups and then picked on Todd all the time because he was just different. And no, it's why put yourself through all that shit? You see it in adults. Adults are little a-holes too now. He wants to be an architect or he wants to check into that. So that's what we're going to work on. We're going to, talk to he has a guidance counselor at the school, just like, and they're there to help you, just like you had if you go into class. You have your own guidance counselor, everything. So it's no different. Hey, Be Charming. It's not like it was back in the day, school. It's really not. So, and he's fine. He's a quiet person. He likes to be by himself. He doesn't want to be around huge crowds. And that's just not something he wants to do. If he changes, he changes. I did Meals on Wheels working at the center, Sassy Cat. I would take a group of the guys and girls. We would go to the Meals on Wheels center, go get them all, and bring them to people's homes. That was part of my job that I would have to do with working with the mentally handicapped. I don't do the cleaning. We would just drop off the meals though. And then we'd come back for noon and we'd go and do another job like cleaning at the church or food share. We'd help package up the bags and deliver them to the people upstairs. Yeah. But I've learned, I can function more productive here at home. My house is protected while I'm home. My kids have their mother at home. I was always gone with the two older boys. I had to work full time. I was never home, never could go to their school functions, nothing. And because I was the sole person bringing in the money. So now I let myself kick back a little bit. And this year we're working on putting any extra money we can towards the principal of our mortgage and getting it paid off within the next few years. And we're doing it on one income. Yeah, Ginger Ninja, I quit too. I quit because I skipped school for one day to be with my boy's father ever in my whole school career. And I got 12 hours detention. And I'm like, you know what? You can sign me out right now. I'm not. My mother signed me out. I got my GED. I went to a college out here. And it was funny because by the time I started that, the guidance counselor that was at my old high school had retired and she was working part-time at the college as a counselor. Yeah. So, hey, Cherokee. So I don't push all this schooling on the kids. You've got to go to college. No, you don't have to. I took out student loans that I paid back and it was a waste. So get a good trade. Go to school for a trade, but you don't have to go to these fancy colleges and put all your debt on yourself. No. No. It's what we learn, though. It's what we learn as we go, whether they listen to us or not, but Todd said he wanted to do architecture. So that's something that interests him. He didn't have an interest for so long, but he was so good at building things on Minecraft and drawing. He's so good at drawing. So I think he'd be really good at it. And my dad was like that too. My dad built houses and he has plans of houses that he built and he was building. So he has all those. He could talk to him about it. Oh, my toes are cold. I think my window is open over there. Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock and Chris will probably be getting out soon. But it was nice to have him go to work. Because we have been a lot less hours than we're used to. But it's not surprising. We knew that it was going to be that way and we prepared for it. But yeah. All jobs are hand-on. Yeah, they are. Yep. They are. I agree. And when he can go and get a job, he will, a part-time job somewhere to get him out and start dealing with the public. And hey, not for nothing. I'm saving up for driver's ed, and then they'll go for their license next year or the end of this year, or driver's ed anyway. But yeah, I'm getting all that. Luckily, I have their dad who will pay for one and I'll pay for the other, so it's not so crazy. He's really good too. Like, he paid for Todd's braces, I paid for Sierra's, and we did a payment plan. And once Todd's was paid off, he kept sending me the money to pay Sierra's off. And we got maybe 2 payments left, and then Sierra's are all paid off. Hey, Be Charming. So yeah, once the braces are paid off, then I'm going to take that money I put away for that every month, and that's going to go to the driver's ed. And that'll work. I'm just grateful they have a good dad that isn't one of those deadbeat dads. He's great with them. So I had a deadbeat dad for the boys, trust me. Went through all that. But yeah. So for tonight's dinner, I took out some steaks for me and Todd and some beef steak tips for Chris. And I think what I'm going to do is put them in tin foil with some onions, the beef tips, and season them up really good with my Kinders and slow cook them or just cook them in the oven. And then my steaks, usually the steaks, I'll eat the outer edge of my steak because it's the soft, chewy, fatty, yummy part. And then the middle part I give to Chris. But I think I'm going to take that middle part and I'm going to cut them up into small pieces and mix them with onions and have them in like a wrap or something the next couple of days after that. Wait till you see the video I just finally uploaded. My cake video. It was so good. But then we had a mishap, so you'll see that in the video. But yeah, I've been concentrating on just getting videos uploaded to YouTube and sitting there in the queue unlisted so that I can just hit upload. And you know what I think came today? My Thrive Life 1099, so I could call and do my taxes. Oh, I got a box too. My Thrive Life order came. Hey, Sierra, you want to go get the mail? No. Todd? Okay. They don't want to help me. Usually they do. Chris will get it when he comes home. He usually goes to the mailbox first. I've got about 10 packs of meat marinating to make. Ooh. Oh, the mailman's coming right up here. One moment. Maybe the box was too big for the mailbox. Maybe you'll get a special viewing of my order. Oh. Hey, Jack. Jack was on the porch. I actually have my door open because it's a little windy, but not bad. What is this? Oh, it is my Thrive Life. Would you like to see it? Chris can't eat beef jerky yet. Have a good day, Be Charming. Oh, their dad is a great dad. It was me who blew up the marriage and decided I didn't want to be married anymore. And it wasn't because of anything he did. It was because I reconnected with an old person that I was really into back in the day. And I blew up that marriage. Not even going to lie. But I've mentioned that in my early on videos. All right, guys. So this is my February order. And like I said on a live stream, I focused on the ground beef because it was on special. And the ground beef was $25.70 a can or something. I can't see the writings. But because of everything going on, and I love their ground beef, I got 5 cans of the ground beef. Yep. Stuff's so good. And I can hear it. It's right to the top. Yep. So I got 5 of these cans. And what I do is I take a Sharpie. I can't even see. That don't really help. Manufactured 9/19/22. So this was done on, this was, so what I do is I write 9/19/22. Okay. It's good till 2047. So I write expires 2047 right on there. And I also put received 2/23. So I know when it was manufactured, when I received it, and when it expires. And I put that on all my cans and I rotate them out into the back. I know. Hey, Moonlight. I am making bone broth today, so listening. I just uploaded a video that I have to release on my beef broth that I did, my beef stock. Meat is going to be, I know, Ginger Ninja. That's why with this sale, and I love how it's already got the top. It's got the oxygen absorber. It's all done. I can just throw it on my shelf, label it, and this size can will last us for a while because you just take a scoop for a taco, you take a scoop for, or for some spaghetti, you take a scoop for soup. Because I don't make it every single day. I don't cook with beef every single day, so it's going to last me. So yeah, I'm going to finish labeling those later, and then they go on my shelf. And I can take the labels off these boxes, and I can reuse them for Christmas presents, or I can break them down and put them in my compost and let them break down. So yeah, nothing gets. Hey, Milkmaid. I know I do that in everybody's video. I pop in, say hi, and then I go do my stuff. how are you? I bet you're busy, Milkmaid, huh? With the animals and the homestead and everything. Cherokee, what? What company? That's Thrive Life Freeze Dried Food. I'm a consultant. It's in all my link. My link is in all my videos. So if you ever want to get it, just go into one of my videos. It might even be in this one. And my freeze dried link is right there. And if you have any questions, you just email me before you place an order. I could tell you everything. I'll read off the specials. Fuji apples, instant milk, banana slices, sweet corn, so good. Chopped onions, that's another one of my favorites. Ground beef, instant refried beans, and instant white rice. A really good sale this month. A really good sale, but I'm so well stocked on everything that I wanted to focus on just meat. They also have a pack where you can buy a pack and it has one of everything in it. And it's different. It's a cheaper price than buying them separately. Then there's recipes. Like this month's recipe is the apple pie smoothie, which is made with the Fuji apples, and the beef and bean burrito, which is made with several of these things. Yeah, so it's really great. I am a consultant. I have to admit, I don't do it to make a whole lot of money. I do it to stock my shelves. I have a lot of customers. I do. And I have a few consultants under me, but I don't advertise it and push it like I should if I wanted to be a big business. Like my upline, I signed up under Lisa Sutton from Sutton's Days, and she's awesome. She's made it quite far with this business. I think she won, she earned enough to do the trips they have some awesome trips to like the islands and things like that. But I'm not interested in going anywhere. I'm interested in stocking my shelves. So I don't advertise it as much as I should, I guess. Alaska Prepper, he's an affiliate with Nutrient Survival, and he's always pushing it and talking about it. But I know how good the food is. I know how awesome it is, and I probably should, but I just don't. Oh, yeah, the eggs, too, are awesome. Oh, Sassy Cat, let me tell you, the grilled chicken from Thrive Life, oh, my God. You throw that in you rehydrate it in the hot water, drain it off. You put some butter and olive oil in a skillet, and you fry up that with some onions. Oh, it makes the bestest quesadillas and the bestest wraps, chicken wraps, and the bestest chicken salad too. Oh my God. Oh my God. Add your seasonings to it. Takes minutes. Same thing with the beef. You just throw it in some hot water. It warms up and softens up, and it's you can't even tell it was freeze dried. Can't even tell. It cuts out the chopping, the slicing, the chopping, the peeling. It cuts all that out. It's all done for you, which is going to be great because my hands bother me already. So in my 70s, this stuff will last till, okay, I'm 50. It'll last 25 years. So it'll last till I'm 75. There you go. There you go. And I have a shelf full of this stuff because I order from the specials every month. That's it. I don't order unless there's specials. And that's going to be there. So that in my 70s, when I can't use my hands that well and I can't stand up for very long, throw it in some hot water, go sit down, come back. Woof, it's all done. He wiggled out of the pen. Oh, yeah. I love my Thrive Life. You can't say anything bad about it. There's nothing bad about it because everything's sold individual. It's not like these pre-made meals. They do have pre-made meals. I haven't tried them yet. They just started, but it's all individual. So you need some celery. Plop it into the crock pot. You want some onions. You want to make a soup. You plop it all into the crock pot with some water and let it go, and it's all ready. It's so good. Hey, Heroic. Oh, Milkmaid. Dehydrated onions. I have some that I dehydrated downstairs, and I use them too, but I stick with my 3 because I will take the onions, the celery, the corn, the peas, the red peppers, and the green peppers, and I mix them all in a baggie, and I will eat them like trail mix. So good. So good. And it's so healthy because that's all that's in them is what is in them is the celery. There's nothing else added. There's no chemicals. There's no preservative. It's all freeze dried. And it's convenient. I look at all I got to do is go throw them on a shelf and I'm done. My prep work has been done for me. So it's worth that. I don't have to run a machine. I don't have to package it. I don't have to buy the oxygen absorbers. I don't have to seal the can. A can sealer is so freaking expensive for number 10 cans and cans. I checked into buying a can sealer and getting the whole kit and caboodle. It's way so expensive that I wouldn't have the place for it. So I love doing it this way. I buy it only when it's on sale. I only shop the sale items. I love it. What are you up to? I just watched your video, Heroic, about the cats. It's happening up here too.
What?
Catalytic converters off of cars being cut out.
I thought you were talking about actual cats.
No. Oh yeah, it's happening up here too. Months and months and months ago it started. So yeah, no. When I go to like just a little quick store down the road and I'm only going in for a few things, I'll go by myself. But when we go to BJ's or to Home Depot or to Walmart, I try to go with Chris and he'll drop me off at the entrance and he'll go sit in the car. And then when I come out, sometimes he goes in with me if it's just for 1 or 2 things. But when I'm doing something and I'm wandering around and he knows I'm going to take a while, he will sit in the car and nobody will touch that car then. Bye, Milkmaid. Oh, yeah. It's crazy, right? It's been happening up here.
Look at Jack's blanket.
Yeah, Thrive is great, Heroic. And, people, that are on budgets, and I get all that. But in the long term, if you bought 1 can a month, in the long run, you would be saving. But they want that instant gratification. And I get that because I used to be that way. Instant gratification. And I want that can of food on my shelf right now. But that 1 can of ground beef will last us once I open it. And if I leave it in here or put it in a container without an oxygen absorber, it'll sit for a year. So when I need a recipe for, if I just want a small snack, 1 taco, I can just take out a third, or not even a third would be too much for me. Not even a quarter, maybe a quarter cup. Make myself 1 taco with that 1 last taco shell I have in the bag left. So nothing gets wasted. And then I pop the lid on and I got a taco and I got meals for months. Yep. Is it? Wow. Yeah, because when Chris lost his job a couple of years ago, I didn't worry. I didn't worry about food. I knew I got shelves. You guys have seen my shelves of this. And it's just 5 cans a month. 5 cans. I stick around $100. And 5 cans a month. I had a credit, so I used that, and it brought it to $100 for 5 cans. That will sit there for 25 years. My kids will probably be still eating out of this once I'm gone.
I don't even.
It's the same thing as taking a pound of ground beef out of the freezer, browning it up. It's the same taste. But that's why I don't push it so much, because you can only talk so much about it. Oh, 1 moment, please. Laz is on the phone. I'm going to let him know I'm on a
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing because, all right, that was Chris. So I forgot that he was supposed to stop at BJ's after work and get the water because I thought we were going to go together. He told me we were going to go together. So well, he's like, tell the kids to get ready because I'm coming home with 25 cases of water. And I am not going there on the weekend ever again. So he's a little aggravated. Yeah, I guess it was crazy. I guess I'm not getting my batteries today. Hey, Sandra Moody. Yeah, so he's on his way home. He stopped and got he got 25 cases, which was more than what because I was going to order them and have them get the whole order ready and just have us go and pick it up. But then I remember him saying, no, we'll just go together. So I forgot he was going to stop. Project done. Click it off my list. So now he wants the kids to help him bring it in the house.
It's not even funny.
It's not what?
It's not even funny.
It's not even funny. I know they actually have to do something. Holy cow.
25 freaking cases of water.
He did the hard part. He got him in the car.
We have to bring them downstairs.
You have to bring them in the house. He will bring them down. Can stack them right here. And he will bring them down whenever we can during the weekend. Oh my God. It's like, oh.
You don't do it.
I can't do it. I'd be in so much pain, Sierra, trying to get. Okay. So the other day, my left knee started bothering me. I don't know from what. Because this stuff just happens. And I'm coming up the stairs because I went down to get some items for a recipe. And I'm coming up and my left knee just stopped. I couldn't push myself up the step. And it was like that for a day. Then it went away and it started again another day. And it's like, I can't lift those heavy. That's all I ask is for help with the heavy stuff. I don't ask them to do anything else. I do all the dishes.
Okay, but like, who really likes bringing in 25 cases of water? I don't think anyone likes.
Can you shut the
doing
hall
that.
light out? Well, you know what? You need to stay in shape anyway. And Todd, you could use that as your exercise for the week for gym. I love how Jack wanders back and forth. I know. He does that. Look at him. He's just there he is. He's got to be in the middle of everyone. Yeah, you have to think of it as a workout for your arms and legs, Sierra.
No.
No. I got to call and make my appointment for my taxes now. I think that my 1099 is in. So that's good. We can do our taxes finally. And we made our first $100 off of YouTube last month in January. Yeah, that's it though. It comes at the end of the month, like the last week of the month. We made $100.04. It took me from October through December to make that. So you don't make a whole lot of money on there. I can tell you that. But me and Chris talked about it, and we're going to let it ride for this year and see if it's really worth it come tax time to wait for W-2, 1099s or however, because I didn't get one from YouTube. I got one from Thrive, but I've been doing that for years. And my thing is, do I want to worry about receipts and saving things and recording mileage? And do I want to do that for a measly $600 a year? Or because this past year, I'm not going to lie, last year with Thrive Life, I made about $3,500. And that was, they added in anything they sent me, like my jacket, the little prizes of the notebooks and the pins, they count that as income. So that was added in as income, even though my sales was not that high. So I didn't like that. because I never asked for a jacket and a backpack, and I didn't ask for the little pins and the little journals. I shouldn't have that counted as my income. So that was one thing I didn't like. This past year for 2022, I only made $650 because I haven't been selling it. And I lost a lot of customers. Not gonna lie, I lost Susanna, Trust, Alicia. She was a consultant, but she passed away. I lost a bunch, and that's okay. And people that are consultants just are doing it like me for themselves. They're not doing it to sell. So it's really, and I'm not one of those people that want to go out there and invest my time into it. I just don't. I'm focused on setting myself up on my own shelves. I'm not focused on selling it. And I signed up because I wanted to save money on my own orders. That's why I did it, not to make money off of everybody else. So I literally had to wait for my 1099 of $660, I think it is. Otherwise, we could have did our taxes a while ago. Hey,
I
Laz.
think that's
That
tax
is.
paper.
Oh, we got a BJ's magazine, but you don't want to go to BJ's. I was going to place the order and have it just all put together and for us to pick up. But then I remembered I gave you the card, so. But I had batteries on there. Oh, and that diamond pan, that Starfit diamond pan is on clearance, $24.
You want to go back there? You're going in. I'm staying in the car.
That big pan that I have
Yeah.
there was $35. It's on clearance for $24.95 at BJ's. I want to get another one. This is my meds. My meds.
Yeah, Chucky got her meds.
Chucky got her meds. My metformin and my blood pressure meds. But yeah, so
Hi, everybody.
Chris is home. How dare you? I know. It is. It is. So if I'm not out pushing my Thrive Life business, constantly, and I don't post a lot on Facebook anymore, and how am I going to make money? But I'm not interested in that. So I'm thinking just put it all right here
Just gonna stack in rows right
and
here.
right here.
Well, leave a spot open there, so when I start bringing them down, I can bring some up for you.
Yeah. Because as long as they're in the house, we can bring them down slowly.
That's okay. Some teenager came over and helped me. I don't know. It was just weird. Some random kid just came running over because you got BJ's and you got Home Depot across from each other. It was packed. Home Depot's packed. BJ's is flooded. They actually have rent-a-cops there right now.
So they're telling me I made $779.01. I did not make that much. They also count in any credit you earn. So I earned like $25 in credit. So this 1099 is not the amount I made in sales. It's not. I made 620 something like that. I forget. So do I want to keep dealing with that and waiting for a 1099 that is holding up me? I could have done our taxes weeks ago. So now I can call and make an appointment. Maybe we can get in there tomorrow and do them.
Whatever works.
And do I want to keep, so I'm between that and the YouTube, I'm going to give YouTube till the end of the year. Probably November or December. And then if we don't feel like it's worth saving all those receipts and stuff like that, I'm just going to unmonetize, and I'm going to go back to being a monthly delivery subscriber, so that I don't have to wait for a 1099 every year to do our taxes and save receipts and all that. I don't know. We're still trying to figure it out, because your write-offs can't be more than what you made. So what, you know what I mean? I did I wrote off our computer and our tripod and everything like that last year. I can't go and do that again this year. What is my Facebook page under? One moment, please. One moment, please. I'll put the link to it. It's under Lazarick Homestead. Yeah, just Lazarick Homestead. Same as on here. So, oh, look at that. I got a Gurney's catalog. I got to add it to my pile that I got over there. Look at all the cucumbers. Todd and Sierra, help him. Oh, wow. They have a little cute little cold frame. All right, finish your food. Look at all the peppers. Oh, look at all the tomatoes. This whole page is heirloom tomatoes. Heirloom rainbow blend, mortgage lifter. This is a type of tomato called mortgage lifter. Originally developed in the 1930s. Oh no. Holy shit. One moment, please. I can't tell if that's a 30 or a 50. Yeah, 1930s. By a gardener who successfully grew and sold enough of this tomato variety to pay off his mortgage. Mortgage Lifter is a huge heirloom beefsteak that puts out heavy yields of low acid pink fruits that are a constant taste test winner. Oh, these are plants. So one plant is $6.90. Oh, a packet is $2.99 of seeds. One plant is $6.99, and 3 plants are $14.99. Then they have the Brandywine Cherokee Carbon Heirloom Cross. It's a cross between 2 heirlooms, Cherokee Purple and Carbon. I hear so many. I know Danny and Wanda grow the Cherokee Purples. But I might try that mortgage lifter. I am thinking, I know I said I wasn't going to grow a whole lot, but I'm thinking of starting a little table out there this summer. We'll see. And growing some and selling them. I did want, look at that, $1.50 off water. Poland Springs, 40 packs. That's what we got, 40 packs. When does this start? Did they give you any coupons off? He's not listening to me. But I do have to look in here because I need to, we opened my BioFreeze around December, my last package of BioFreeze because of my body aches when I was sick. So I do want to get it. I usually try to get it there because it's a big package. Duracell batteries, $2 off. This is why I wanted to go. I didn't remember. Oh, you grow them out near Mama? I might grow them to sell them. I don't know. My tomatoes are doing good from the seeds you sent me at Lazarick. Oh, you're growing them? Let me see. When you get a tomato, send me a picture. Send me a picture of your whole plant once it starts going. That'd be awesome. I love seeing that. That Arrow Garden that Heroic Prepper gave me. I'm going to get that out. And I'm going to try a dwarf tomato in there. I do want to try an iceberg lettuce in there. Just for the shits and giggles. There's like a couple holes in it. I might put just one head of lettuce in the middle one and let it go because those things spread out. So I would really like to try one iceberg head of lettuce in there. And if I can grow it in there, I'm thinking next year, around summertime when we're packing up, I might bring my shelf in here and start growing heads of lettuce. Because I like lettuce in the winter, but I'm not a romaine lettuce. I like.
Yeah, no.
Sierra, come get the cat. Don't slam them down, guys. Because I had water in one once. Tomatoes and cukes and cantaloupe is the only thing I look forward for summer. I know, Sassy Cat. I'm going to scale it down a lot. I'm going to do potatoes. I bought a lot of starts from Prairie Woods that I found on Doug and Stacy's website. So I ordered a pound, like 5 different varieties, a pound of each seed starts. And when they start coming out here at our nursery, like I got and I have some downstairs that I saved from our own batch. They sprouted rather quickly. I'm still going to grow those, and I'm going to get some more. I'm doing double the amount of potatoes I did last year because I'm going to sell them at my parents' vegetable stand because they went like crazy last year. She got $2 a pound of my red potatoes, and I gave her 9 pounds of potatoes because I didn't have that many, and it was just a trial, and because they don't grow potatoes. So I made, I think she charged $2 a pound, and she kept, I think, $1. I forget, but I brought home $18 off of, I forget how many pounds. Maybe it was more. I can't remember. I don't know, but I'm going to do double potatoes this year. And the outside growing in the raised beds, I'm going to focus on potatoes, onions, and maybe a cherry and maybe a big tomato. And in the greenhouse, and maybe 1 cucumber. And in the greenhouse, I'm going to focus on more cucumbers, tomatoes, and that's it. And then I'm going to try to sell some. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Hold on. Oh, I'm in Facebook. Ugh. I'll have to check that out, Moonlight. I have to go back and look at it. I didn't make it down to the M's yet on my... I got stuck at H's, and I didn't keep watching. Because every couple days I'll go through my list, and I always seem to get stuck at the H's. I got to start at the bottom and work up. Oh, yeah, the cake container. Is it the cake container one? Yeah, I'm going to have to look at it. They're hustling. I didn't even need to take a shower then. I took a shower because I thought we were going out. Well, I do have to go out because they're going to get a haircut at 3, and it's right next to a Dollar Tree that I don't go to very often, so I'm going. Wow, I got lots of stuff today. I got my mortgage bill, but we're paid up until March, so that, and then I have to go through my BJ's thing, which I went on their site and I clicked all the coupons, so they're already on my card. Oh, I'll have to watch it. Thanks, Moonlight. And then I got my $10.99, and I got my meds. Now, my meds used to be through Express Scripts, and then they stopped as of January 1st, and are going through Blue Cross Caremark. So that's a little weird of a website, but I did it. Thank you, sir. Different bottles. Wow, they're not the orange bottles like normally.
They're
See,
probably running out of the orange ones.
Metformin. Wow, 90 tablets. And they have this little seal on them. Look at that. That's new. That must be that is like a safety feature. $360. And then my blood pressure meds. CVS Caremark now. So that's what they went through. So that's not bad. It's a 90-day supply. 90 days. And my metformin, I take 2. So that's 102 pills a day. No, I take 4. So 4 times 90 is 360. Okay, yeah. All right. All right. Hey, chicken noodle. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There you go, chicken noodle. Yeah. Do you have to have a certain doctor's note for that to write it off? To be able to write it off on your taxes? I like these bottles because now I can, I usually take a black Sharpie. I'm telling you, I'm so organized. I write when I received them. 2. I have such a stockpile of my metformin, and that I'm still working on metformin from the end of 2021. Because I always wanted, and I have so many bottles, because I want to make sure if the world goes to crap any worse than it is, that I have plenty of my metformin, because I take my normal dosage now, but I was having it before when I was doing better in my numbers. And so because I was only taking half a day, instead of 2,000 milligrams, I was taking 1,000, 1 in the morning, 1 at night, where right now I take 2 and 2. When I halved it, I didn't tell my doctor because my numbers had went down so great that I had extra medicine now because I was doing it by the half. Well, I started eating like crap because I got cocky. And so I'm back up to my 2 a day now. 2 in the morning, 2 at night. So, where's my... Oh, you got 25. That's why it's a little more. Okay. Because I was wrote down 20. All right. So 25 cases of Poland Springs 40 count bottles, and these are 16.9 ounces, was $169.75. So yeah, you okay over there?
I was actually yelling at store employees because as I'm trying to get through, he's telling people to go in front of me. As I'm trying to get to the front counter, like the very front counter, the receptionist, the kid tried to get me to go over there with my cart, and I was like, well, just scan it. I'll get the card over there and we'll pay for it. And he's like, all right, no problem. So as I'm trying to get through, Dingle Do over here just starts sending people right in front of me, and now it's like, dude, can I get through here, please? What the hell is wrong with you? You see me trying to move? And then on my way out, I got people slamming my back of my ankles with their shopping carts. I just lost it. Then I got out to the door. I'm like, what the fuck? Wait!
I'm so glad I didn't go. I hate when he does
Next
that.
time we go there, we're going early.
This is why I told you what you told me that you were going to stop after work during the week. That's what you told me. I remember that conversation.
The lady in the parking lot that was going around helping the kid with the shopper cart. I was like, is it like this all every weekend now? And she's like, it's been like this every day of the week until we close. I'm like, all right.
Well, what I can do is order it and you could have it there for pickup.
Whatever.
That's what I was doing this morning. And then I realized that you had my card and yeah. Do they expire? Oh, I'm sure they do. Let's see. This one I was filled on 8/30 of 21. Used before 8/30/22. But so August of 2022. That's not that far of an expire date from now, so I'm not worried about it. It's actually working. My numbers, you have to eat good too. It doesn't help if I take my pills and I'm eating crap like I've been. And that's the problem. I was eating Chinese food for like 3 nights in a row. And my numbers just went through the roof. You have to still eat right. And I wasn't doing that. I am starting to now because all my numbers went up. But yeah, this is fine. Yeah, Chris pushes the cart into my ankles. I know how it feels. He's done it a few times. Act like you don't know. You did it a couple times before when we were at the store. I see you back there chomping away. Sierra did it to me too. He has nothing to say. He's ignoring me now. How was your day, dear?
Good. It was a greasy day.
He was greasing all the trucks today. Did you at least make 50 hours this week?
I don't know. I didn't count my hours yet.
All right. All right, guys.
Well, like I was saying before,
You're on live. Be
the
careful.
kid that came over to help me, he helped me push the cart all the way to my truck, which was on the other side of the parking lot.
Why'd you do that?
Because there was nowhere else to park.
I know. I was just.
Never mind.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Go ahead. What are you eating?
That turkey salad shit you made.
Is it good?
Yeah, have some.
No, I don't want any.
Well, the kid was nice enough to help me load it into my truck, and I gave him my last $5. I wasn't expecting it.
Sierra,
What?
Moonlight Gypsy's horse is putting on weight. She loves horses. She goes
So
with.
was our cat.
So on Thursday nights, her friend goes to the. Remember a couple years ago, if you've been with me this long, you'll know. But Sierra would go to the horse place that I got her a gift certificate to through Groupon, and she learned how to ride Rocky. Well, her friend goes to that same place every Thursday night. It's like $125 a month for just 4 Thursdays a month. It's like it's like 4:45. They come get her, and she don't come back till like 7:00. So she's been going and hanging out so she can see the horses, and she just loves it. I'm gonna look for another. I can't afford $125 a month. Not till maybe her braces are paid off and driver's ed is paid off. But by then she's gonna have her license and all this, and who knows? I suppose I could, but if she can keep going with a friend, and I can buy those Groupons every once in a while, or they do their own specials every once in a while, she'll still be able to do it. And oh, you're lucky, Sassy Cat. My sugars, I checked it this morning when I woke up, it was 146, so it's not too bad. You know, chicken noodle, I do not like my own salads. I don't know why. I like, this is what I like on a salad. I like iceberg lettuce. I like tomatoes, cucumbers, and I like the purple cabbage. I don't seem to make it to where I like my own salads. But I could go and I don't know. I don't know what it is. I got to spruce them up a bit, I guess. You can lease a horse. You don't have to do any vet bills, but you can ride it. I don't know if they do that around here. I'd have to really check. But I really want to pay my house off. And if I find a really good deal, I will set her up on it. But I really just want to get my house paid off. And she's so young that if she really wants horses when she gets older, she can get horses. Like I said, I want to pay this house off. And if we happen to sell it and move into a area that we can put a barn on, and then I can leave her that home and she'll have it. You know what I mean? She'll already have it for when I'm gone. And she could do whatever she wants. She could have horses and all that. But I can't do that without paying this house off and having that to work with if we do move, or if I do pass away, and she can either keep this house or sell it and then get what she wants, her and Todd. She likes Palominos. Sierra, what's your favorite horse?
Draft horses.
Sierra's favorite is the draft horses. Moonlight says hers is the Palomino. Paints are Sandra Moody's favorite. I know Sierra mentioned paints to me one day and I had no freaking clue what she was talking about. She had to explain it to me. Oh, wow. Yeah. It's not like that up here. Although I have a client that I worked with, he lives down the road and he has horses. I bet if I talked to them and said, she would do chores up there in exchange to ride the horses. We'll see, because I never see him riding his horses. So I don't know. Sierra, Moonlights is a paint horse.
What?
Moonlights is a paint horse.
I know, I saw it in the video. Didn't you have a video?
Yeah. She said she saw it in your video. Yeah, Sierra likes the draft horses. Did you see the article or in the news about the new horses that were born for the, was it Anheuser or the Michelob or the Budweiser? Yeah, the Budweiser. I don't remember. They had all the new babies that were born, the new group. I saw that the other day. Yeah, they have a new batch.
Budweiser, Clydesdale, those are expensive horses right there.
Unicorns are my favorite. I used to have a friend, Kat, who was dating a very rich guy, and Joe, and he hung out with all those people that had those horses for the beer commercials, and the girls that were on the commercials too. Yeah, he was part of that group of people. Yeah.
Ugly as sin, but a lot of money.
Yeah, he was. Nice guy, too. She treated him like crap. I felt so bad for the guy. She just used him for his money, and it was awful. Awful. Sweetest guy. He flew us in a plane, his private little single-engine plane or whatever, to get ice cream in New York, and took us to the casino and gave us money all the time. And she took a day. She placed a bet with him that she could spend more money than he made in one day. So he lost the bet. So she got his credit card, and we went on a shopping spree that day to Rotman, spent over $4,000 on a couch set and Bed Bath & Beyond and Toys R Us and KB Toys. Oh my God. She spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars that day on his credit card. Yeah. Let's say my kid's Christmas that year was really good. She abused it. She abused that. I fell in love with a paint named Daisy. She was at the stables and not for sale. If she had been, I would have bought her in a second. Oh yeah, that's true in Moonlight, but there's not too many places around here that have them to begin with, so I don't know. I just have a lot to focus on. I got to get her driver's ed, her braces. I have to, we have a lot going on and one income, so you have to decide what's more important. And I got to shut that window because my feet are cold. Oh. You heard that, guys. He just burped. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go because we have to get ready for their hair appointment in an hour. And I have to go finish getting ready, make sure Todd's ready.
Working up the energy to choke Lee.
What?
I'm working up the energy to choke you.
Why? What did I
I
do?
don't know, I just feel like it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have the strength in my shoulder right now.
And I got to go marinate my steaks that I had out for tonight. I don't know. I got to get those marinated. I forgot to do it this morning. It's already 2:00. So we may not have steaks tonight. I don't know. They might even still be frozen. Who knows? But it was nice having you all here. And it was an impromptu live. And everybody have a great day. And we'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.